Hey, welcome to Seth's Tone Zone here at Alvas Music. Today I bring you a Tremolo Shootout. Just a bunch of different tremolo pedals we have here at Alvas, and I thought I'd kind of see what their features are briefly. I'm not going to go into like in depth on every pedal, and show you some sounds. See which one you guys like the best. Comment, subscribe below, and let me know which one you guys like. Let me talk about which ones I am demoing today. I thought I would kind of go more feature-driven tremolos more than like the basics. The most basic one I have is the Pipeline from TC Electronic. It's one of their newer pedals. It has some really cool features, but not as much as some of these other ones. But the price reflects that, so these are kind of going higher and higher in price. So Pipeline from TC, I thought I'd show off the Wampler Latitude Deluxe, which gives you a little bit more options than the regular Latitude. This one has subdivisions, just like the Pipeline does. Pipeline also has subdivisions, and this one gives you a little bit of wave control. What kind of I guess it's LFO, right, Zach?
I think I don't know.
Yeah, I think that's what they call it. Just you got like your square waves, which are really, really choppy. You can see triangle sometimes, and I think the normal is a sine wave, like the old school kind of tremolo. So that has those three, I believe. Subdivisions of quarter notes, eighth notes, dotted eighth, and triplets. And there's a cool little subdivision button. It's got some other extra controls, more than the Pipeline has. Next I have at least one side of this pedal. This pedal is the Strymon Flint, which has a reverb side, and it also has a tremolo side. So it's kind of a cool dual pedal. Saves some space on your pedal board for sure. It features not so much... there's no control over the waveforms. I guess the only way you can say that is what kind of tremolo you're trying to emulate here. There's three different ones. There's a 61 harmonic trem, which I really, really love. I've heard it a lot. It's really smooth, almost vibe-like. It's very, very nice. The 63 tube and the 65 photocell standard kind of Fendery thing you would get on an old Fender amp. So very nice. There's only an intensity and speed control. I believe there is secondary controls in this one too, like a volume boost. And there might be something else. I didn't do all my homework on these. Like I said, I'm not going into complete detail of each pedal. All that's available on their manuals. Anyway, I won't mess with the reverb side. So that's the Flint. We move up the Gravitas, which is a Chase Bliss pedal. Now you guys know with Chase Bliss, I've done some before. There's a million and a gazillion options, especially with the expression pedals and all these little relay switches. They do a lot of things. So this is going to have multiple kinds of waves and modulation control galore and tap tempo. It also goes through a clean boost circuit when you plug it in, I was reading, and has a drive control in it so you can kind of make it dirty up a little bit, and a tone control, which is very nice. The last one is a local company we have been selling from Long Beach a long time, and I thought this is a perfect time to feature this thing. It's called the Crazy 8. It's kind of the dream pedal for tweakers. That sounds horrible. Pedal tweakers. It has like every kind of waveform there is. This multiplier thing, which it sounds crazy. This wave offset where you can actually go into like the peaks of the wave itself and kind of like damper it or enhance it. It's really cool. Other than that, it's kind of like your basic tremolo, but it has tap tempo. A lot of these have tap tempo. The only one that doesn't have tap tempo is the Pipeline. You have to go... You can hold the pedal down for like 2 seconds and it turns green, and you tap the tempo in like you kind of with like your right hand, I guess, which is kind of... It's a cool feature to have.
Wait, so you do tap tempo?
Yeah.
On your guitar? Basically?
Yeah, like you kind of it mutes your guitar and you go like, and then you let it go, and that tempo's there now.
It's a strange...
They did it on the flashback first. There might be... No, this isn't a stereo pedal, so... Some of the ones that have stereo outs now, you can go into the software, change that to a tap tempo expression jack now. Yeah, and... but then I also heard you have to have like a special cable now. It's kind of... There's a downside, but the price is right on that one. And it's a really good pedal. So anyway, Crazy 8, like I was saying, a lot of stuff, Stax Effects. I will go through these now and shut up. Well, I always never shut up, but I'm playing a new guitar for you guys. We're really happy to announce that. I think we announced it on our Instagram a little while ago. We're now, I should have played the Sir amp. Oh, darn. We're now a Sir dealer. So these guitars are going to be trickling in ever so slowly. It takes a while to get your order in. We kind of got one from them as of right now. We are a Sir dealer, and this is the Sir Classic Pro. Everybody knows what kind of guitar it's kind of emulating. It has a nice humbucker in the back, and it's a great guitar. I like it a lot. So come check this out. Purchase is here. I think you can special order through them and everything. So we also have their pedals, which I'll probably do a review on some soon. Okay, enough talking. Oh, I still got to talk some more. Of course, V40 Deluxe. I don't have the tremolo on. I should mess with you guys and like just turn that on all the time. I turned the tremolo off and the reverb off so we can really hear what the heck this thing's doing. Everything's set pretty flat and mic'd by an SM57. Okay, I think that's enough of that. Here's my clean tone on the Sir. I'm going to start with the pipeline. I have it set to quarter notes. I'm not really going to mess with a lot of these subdivisions. You guys know what subdivisions do. It's just going to give you... I might do a little bit, but... Basic tremolo here. It's set to the vintage setting. There's vintage, tone print, and square. Tone print, everybody knows, is their technology. You go get a sound off the internet, all that kind of good stuff. So vintage is going to be your classic amp style trem. So clean it again. Here is the pipeline. Pretty good, standard. I got speed here, so the depth will just make it more pronounced. See what the tone print setting is. Here's a square, which you can really hear that super chop. Like, what do I always think of when I get the chop? You know. It really takes your clean, your mix, your unaffected signal away. It's just really choppy. I'll mess with a subdivision just so you guys can see what we got here. You can get pretty crazy. It's kind of like just a shortcut to get, like you're just messing. You don't want to have to set a tempo again. You just, I'll just throw it on one of these subdivisions. You can also set a custom subdivision, which is pretty cool. I'm sure you have to go into the software to do that. So that's the pipeline. It seems it's more basic. I think it's 129 around there. And it's a very simple, tremolos don't have to be crazy. Some people want them to be, I'm pretty basic. I actually like less of the effect. I find that the older I get, I'm like subtle with everything. Not everything, but... I'm going to move on to the Latitude 2 $39, I believe. It's got a lot more control. Let's hear it first. Set for quarter notes right now. I find that let's see. So let me just see what it has. A speed control, of course, tap tempo control over that. Space control, which I'm assuming is kind of the closer together the wave is and further apart. Probably how you can hear it more. I find like this is probably more of the subtle man's tremolo. It's not so crazy and out there. It's more if you really want to tailor it exactly how you want it. I could see it doing that because it's harder to get sounds on the fly. You really have to mess with it. There's a depth control, overall level, which is nice, and an attack. So, like I said, it's probably a little bit more for more subtle. Brian Wampler tends to, I don't want to say he's old school, but he kind of is. So, you know, he's not, some of these other companies are more like out there, new sounds, you know, they're young kids. So, not to say Wampler's old or anything, but he's a really nice guy. I've met him before, so I don't want to talk bad about him. But it's on, so there's a nice subdivision thing, mess with that a little bit. Basic eighth note. I'm assuming this attack might be more of your dry signal. Definitely hear more of my dry signal. The more you turn the attack up, it takes that away. I'm going to put the space all the way down. Now that seems more even. I think I meant the space when I said that. That's straight. Yeah, it's almost like a delay. You know what I'm saying? Like,
it makes it more punchy.
Yeah.
Effect itself, it's like the time it's on is very short.
Definitely. Need that here. Oops. Different subdivisions and yeah, sorry. That's pretty much that trem there. Let's go to the Flint. I have it on the harmonic tremolo setting. I don't know if you can tell it has that vibey-esque kind of sound. Super smooth. Put the intensity up a lot. So you can really control the... That's really the subtle,
That's
super
nice
subtle.
sounding.
I like it. Trying to think of songs that play with the tremolo. Definitely one of them. Here's the 63. More amp-like. And here's the 65. That's the most pronounced. Whoa, that's super intense. pedal's great for when I add some reverb. You can get both. I know we're not doing a reverb review, but gotta tell people about that option.
That's a nice.
I really like that harmonic.
It's pretty much. It only does vintagey.
Yes,
solos.
it's not going to get crazy.
Yeah, even its most modern is not very modern sounding.
No,
it's all very like along the vintage lines, but it sounds
really good. Strymon, they know how to make good sound and stuff. These other ones are more. I know the TC is definitely like a digital.
Yeah.
Latitude is more analog. So is the Crazy 8.
Probably digital, right?
It's straight digital. I love that harmonic. It's really nice. Super vibey. Anyway, that is the Flint. $299. Pricier, a little less wave options. But you get a reverb in there too, so you can't complain about that. And you can do all kinds of stereo stuff, and Strymon just kick butt. So, dude, do I sound biased? Yeah, a little bit. I could, I can be biased. I'm not saying these aren't good. These are all fantastic, but I own this one. This is what I used to, so I had to throw it in there. Gravitas, Chase Bliss. It's gonna be crazy. I'm gonna really try to mess with some of this stuff. Sway control, depth control, that's in the modulation. You can change the modulation and shape, which I'm assuming is all of those crazy waveforms. The tap here, it's not as self-explanatory. Okay. I do see SBH here, which I think is like both. I really did my homework on this, didn't I? I just wanted to shoot these out. I don't have to do in-depth homework every time. Gosh, guys. Anyway, I'm yelling at myself here. Drive control, volume, overall tone, which is really nice in a tremolo. You don't get that in these other ones that much. So I had a different trem too. I don't think we sell it here anymore. That had a nice tone control in it, and it was really cool. Okay, so I am going to put on this pedal. That sounds good, I like it. A little bit of drive. That's more subtle. All I did was mess with a couple of controls, and it really messed with it. Back off that drive a little bit. Throw the tone up so you can hear that. Way more treble.
That's distorting it as well, right?
Well, I'm hitting hard too. Yeah, I turned the drive down so it wouldn't distort it. There's an overall volume.
Yeah, it's a very aggressive sounding tremolo.
Here's the tone all the way down, yeah. Normal right there.
So that pedal's almost like a tremolo and an overdrive in one.
Kind of. It's not too overdrivey. And this will be super trebly. Let's see. I mean, I like it. It's got a lot of controls here. The waves don't seem to be doing it for me as much as some of the other ones. I could just be not controlling it right. But that shows that it's maybe not the most user-friendly. But this company's great. I can't deny them here. They always have cool stuff. So, all right, I got to get to the other one before we run out of, tape. Like it's that way. Okay, the last one I have is the Crazy 8 from Stax. Oh, the Gravitas I think is $250, not $250, $350. They got some expense. That's what this, but so many features, and I'm sure there's crazy expression features. You can get every kind of tremolo you've ever wanted. So, okay, Crazy 8. I forget the price. I think it's close to $300, and it's a straight analog trem with like a gazillion. The LFO is digitally controlled, but other than that, it's analog. So here is one of the waveforms here on the Crazy 8, and it has a multiplier thing here, so let's hear it. Way more pronounced, less classic. Huh?
Ramp up tremolo, basically?
Yeah, it has that. I forgot which one it was. I think that is the ramp up.
Yep.
Yeah. Yeah, the end of it is like all pronounced, and then if I do the other one...
Ramp down.
This is ramped down, which is the other way. That's cool. Next one. This is definitely like the modern trem. Let's see. I'm gonna mess with this offset thing. It's pretty cool for that kind of control. I'm not a good tremolo player, but sounds a little bit more classic territory. Oh, triangle way. That's cool. Multiplier. Cool. That's definitely more classic. Oh, never mind that noise. I think we need to change our filming day. It's like a construction day or something. Anyway, crazy waveforms here. Wow, that's nuts. That's so fast. Almost like I can't even explain that. So for anybody that wants to get crazy, come try the Crazy 8, hence the name, right? So anyway, that's my Trem shootout today, just to show you these different sounds. Thanks for joining me this week. I will be back next week, of course, with another video. Comment, subscribe, do all that good stuff. Keep this going. It's fun to do this. I like doing this. Even though I have to come in at crack of dawn, I do like this. Not that early. I do like doing this. So, see you next week. And yeah. All right, next week.